welcome back to my... Hold on. Sorry, okay. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello. This video is going to be about psychology majors. So, you want to major in psychology, or maybe you don't. Maybe you don't, I don't know. I don't know your story. But me, I graduated with my Bachelor of Science in Psychology 8 months ago. Nearly 8 months ago. Nearly 8 months ago. That is a little bit of a disturbing fact, actually. And also, not only that, but I start my master's program in clinical psychology in a month and a week. A month and a week. About so. I am petrified. I am literally petrified. Anyways, I want to make this video because one, school/college is starting up again soon. It's about to be the fall semester, and a lot of people, a lot of people, way too many people, if you ask me, personally, honestly, in my humble opinion, way too many people are going to major in psychology. Why? Because people think it's an easy major. Get that out of your head right now. Easy majors are like communications. Like communications in psychology are like, oh, those are easy majors. Like I'll just if I don't know what I'm gonna major in, I'll just choose psychology. You're in for math, you're in for research, you're in for science. People think psychology is magic. Let's get real here. Psychology is one of, if not the most popular major in universities across America, and for good reason. So I'm gonna tell you, as someone that has a degree in psychology, has wanted to major in psychology for way long before, got the degree, and is going into a master's program for psychology. Let me tell you the reality of it. I completely forgot to mention, I'm wearing this shirt. I was wearing another different shirt, and I decided to wear this shirt, the University of Texas at Tyler, because I was going to say that that's where I'm going to go for graduate school for my master's program, and I wore it specifically for that, and then I never mentioned it in the video, so I'm mentioning it now. Thank you. Disclaimer though, this is all my opinion, okay? Now someone's gonna be like, well, I loved the psychology major, like, oh my god, like psychology was like the best. Yes, I do have a degree in psychology. Yes, I am going to graduate school for psychology. Yes, I do want a job in the psychology field. Wow, shocker. But I am trying my hardest to repel people from the psychology path, because most people don't know what it truly entails to be a psychology major, to have a degree in psychology, to be in the psychology field. It is exhausting, it is daunting, and like it's not what people think it is. I low-key didn't even know until it was a little bit too late, to be honest with you. Here are the pros of psychology. Pros to being a psychology major, having a psychology degree. One, it's fun. It's fun to learn about it, okay? It's fun. Like, there's the fun classes. Intro to Psych is a pretty fun class. I actually would love if everybody that attended university could take an Intro to Psych class, but that's another topic. It's a fun topic. Everyone's always interested by psychology. Pop psychology is very common, very popular. That's it. That's all there is. So, anyways, I'm kidding. You know. No, seriously. So like psychology, I think, is very crucial to understand as people, as individuals, especially in the climate that we're living in. I live in America, so you really gotta understand psychology to understand why anybody makes the decisions that they do. Truly, I think knowing about psychology, if you really put your thought process into it, it gives you a whole new perspective on life, and it like helps you in your interpersonal relationships. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, well, psychology students are only in psych because they can't afford therapy. Which, by the way, if you have the resources, you definitely should. If you don't, that's a whole other topic, because one of my biggest pet peeves is when people tell you to go to therapy and I'm like, then pay for it. then pay for it, then pay for it, then pay. Self-diagnosing. A lot of people, again, you're going into psychology, you're like, well, I'm gonna learn about disorders and see which ones I have. Probably a little bit of all of them, to be honest, because the disorders are just things that normal people do that are to an extreme, right? So you're like, oh, well, I do that, but it's not affecting your personal life. It's a whole deal, man. Don't even get me started. A lot of the times what you learn in psychology classes apply to other classes as well, like outside of the psychology department, which I think is very interesting, very fun, very amazing, very awesome. So psychology is just like a very broad topic, specifically in undergrad. Oh my, it is broad. You learn about anything and everything in between, okay? And the last pro that I can think of is there's a lot of job opportunities if you get past your bachelor's. And that is where we're gonna go into cons. Every single time in every single one of my psychology classes through the entire career of 3.5 years that I was in college for, every single time the professors were like, there is a shortage of mental health workers. And I also had a minor in social work, and they also told me that there as well. There is a shortage of mental health workers. So if you go into the psychology field and you get your master's, because you can't do anything with a bachelor's, by the way, then you're gonna have a whole lot of job opportunities because you actually have the experience and the credentials needed. If you only get a bachelor's, your best shot is being a barista. Not even at Starbucks, just like a local cafe. I'm being so serious. The cons to being a psychology major, it's horrible, it sucks. The worst mistake of your life. You're just gonna waste those 4 years away. And turn back, and run and never look back. Just kidding. Just kidding. So the cons are that it's going to take a lot of hard work to actually become a therapist, like every single little person wants to do. Every single person, most people going into the psychology world, into the psychology field, into the psych major, is like, I'm gonna be a therapist. Do you actually know what that entails? Do you actually? A lot, like the most popular graduate program in psychology is clinical psychology, which is the one that I'm going to. If you want more information about that, ask me. It is extremely competitive and difficult to get into it because it's so popular. Therapy, counseling, psychology programs are also really popular, very competitive. So if you want to get in, you're gonna have to put a lot of work in during undergrad. Very difficult to like get into a graduate program so you can get a job. It's a lot of hard work. Okay? Okay, just know in your heart, in your brain, in your eyes, in your ears, in your mind, that you are going to need to go to graduate school. There is no way about it. If you want to be in the psychology field, if you want to get a job in the psychology field, you're going to have to go to graduate school, at least a master's, 2 more years, 4 years plus 2, that's 6 years. We're gonna do 6 years of school to get a master's, to get a job that doesn't pay that well, to be honest, if you don't have a PhD. You need a PhD to get paid actually decent in the psychology field. You're doomed. You're cooked, you're doomed, you're fried. You better start heating up the oil because you are fried. And so you might be asking yourself, oh, well, yeah, I could do grad school. Yeah, what is, grad school is all suffering. It's sort of suffering for eternity. By the way, if you go into academia, that's suffering. You're gonna be suffering the entire time. I'm the one that wants to go into academia. I don't want to, I'm being forced to by myself. So basically what I'm trying to say, that it is not all fun and games, okay? Ooh, Freud, ooh, psychoanalysis. No, it's not. It is just statistics, it is research, the scientific method, it is this and that and this and that and this and that. It is not magic, it is not a fun little story, it is not a fun little game, okay? It is science. Science. Cold, hard facts. What did we learn? Psychology is a fun major. It's fun. You will suffer for the rest of eternity. Your ancestors will suffer for their crimes. Your descendants will suffer for your crimes. Nobody is safe here. You will suffer and burn in hell. I don't think I reiterated that, actually. It's not fun at all. Turn back now. Turn back now. Turn back now. If you still have hope for the world and you cherish your life, you will pick another major. Okay, you will pick another major. If you already sold your soul to the devil, then go ahead and check off majoring in psychology box. Go ahead. In all honesty though, I do think that everyone should take at least one intro to psych class, an intro to psych class, an intro to sociology class, and an intro to social work class, because then maybe we could finally achieve the so coveted world peace. I'm joking a little bit, if you couldn't tell. I'm a little bit joking. I'm mostly not joking. I want to steer most people away from psychology. If you were like doing your college applications, you're like, I don't know what I want to study. I guess I'll just check psychology because that's interesting. Turn back now. This is not for you. This will never be for you. Turn back now. Go become a stay-at-home mom. Go major in communications. I don't know. Turn back now. Anyways, so the next video that I'm going to be doing is preparing for grad school vlog, where I'm going to be doing my orientation. I'm going to be packing up stuff because I'm almost done packing. I'm almost done packing. And I think that's it. I think that's all I have left to do for July. I don't know what lies in store for me, so subscribe to hear more of my rants and more videos about psychology and grad school and etc. And I will see you next week.